Last time on Ace Attorney's Spirit of Justice.
Seriously, Apollo? Come on, you'll be fine. Here, do you want me to hold your hand? Yes, actually, if you wouldn't mind. Aww.
And now, back to Apollo Justice 2.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney's Spirit of Justice. That is loud. Last time we left off, we started, or no, we didn't start, but we finished the investigation part of Chapter 2, and now it's time for the trial of the magical turnabout. So let's get right into the news. No, stop it, Zach. Let's get into it, though. I'm excited. Oh yeah, we get to meet the new prosecutor today. I don't know. He had kind of a soft voice, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess my basic voice at the beginning will just be this, and we'll see how it works later on. I'm fine. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
Is Apollo okay? He's been muttering to himself all morning. He's been like that since yesterday. Guess the pressure of today's trial is getting to him.
I know what you mean. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Poor Polly. He's really tearing himself up over all this. Get it together, Apollo.
Yikes, Athena, when did you get here?
Try to relax a little bit, will you? You're getting yourself way too worked up.
Yeah, but I'm alright. I'm fine.
You know, I did a little digging on this Nayuda Sadmati guy. He's apparently not your run-of-the-mill prosecutor.
Oh yeah? What did you find out?
Well, they say he wields an incredible power to accurately read a trial's karma and its ultimate fate.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't have all the details, but apparently he can foresee how arguments will go and even lead his opposition. So the defense basically ends up going in whatever direction he has in his head.
Man, this isn't gonna be a cakewalk if that's true.
Emma did say she'd talk to him for us, though. Here's hoping that went well.
In any case, it sounds like he's going to keep us on our toes. Oh, is it time? That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Mr. Wright is putting his faith in me. I can't let him down now. Oh, we get to do the normal trial again. I'm actually kind of excited for this. I'm fine.
Here he goes again. Almost like he's chanting a prayer.
I'm fine. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine.
If you say so, Apollo.
The trial will start momentarily. Is the defense ready? Yes! We're fine! Good lord, I'm just letting you know. Chill, don't kill me, please. What? Oh, sorry. Trucy's fate and the fate of the agency rests on this trial. This is it, Justice. If there was ever a time to shine, it's now. Listen to those bass notes, boy. Love them. Give me those bass licks. Oh, yes, it is I have returned! The proper judge is here! Yes! None of that crappy Korean judge. No, I am the judge. Look, I've been updated. I'm so glorious looking now, even though part of the background is clipping into me. That's okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Trucy Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ooh, look at me. I have a new sprite, too. And the prosecution. Hold on. Let me focus. I'm almost ready. Shush. I'm getting ready, Mr. Judge. No, I'm not ready. Can we delay the trial to a later date? No. Defense wins. Woo! Oh, that didn't go how I thought it would. Well, guess I'm leaving. Prosecutor Samadi? 1,000 pardons. It was rude of me to keep you waiting. I was praying to the victim. Oh, praying. Yes, I see. You're a Koreanist monk, correct, prosecutor? Yes, that is correct. I am but a lowly monk from the kingdom of Korean. I beg in advance for the forgiveness and kind patience of everyone here in this court. I'm unfamiliar with the proceedings of this country and may make many blunders.
He seems like such a gentle-mannered soul, doesn't he?
I wonder if Emma had a chance to talk to them about Trucy. Apollo totally knows this guy. Come on, he hasn't commented on him at all. Now then, Prosecutor Sadmati, your opening statement, if you would. Certainly. In the name of the Holy Mother, I vow to guide the victim's soul to a land of eternal peace known as the Twilight Realm. Now, let the last rites of the victim begin. Nayuda Sadmani. He's really been making a name for himself, apparently, but that nickname, Last Rites Prosecutor, wonder how that'll come into play today. This is my scroll, don't mind it. The incident took place in the middle of a spectacular magic show. The accuser performed a magic trick in which she thrust a sword into a coffin. A coffin from which the body of the victim then spilled out, dead from a fatal stabbing. The victim's name was Man of Mystery. Ha! Wow. Man of Mystery. Wow. Otherwise known as a Great Mysterious. His blood was found on the sword that was used during the magic trick. Autopsy report. So his death was just an unfortunate accident? It is only natural for one to assume as such, Your Honor. However, it was no mere accident, rather a homicide. The prosecution's position is thus, that this was a murder made to look like an accident. I see. And you believe this crime was committed by the defendant? After a thorough consideration of all possible scenarios, I unfortunately had no other choice but to conclude as much. So that's how it's going to be, huh?
I guess Emma couldn't convince him after all.
Very well. And now, let us hear from the defense.
Naturally, we maintain that the defendant is innocent, Your Honor. If the defense wouldn't mind. Could you please explain your reasoning? My reasoning? Well, I would have to say that my main reason is because I believe in the defendant. I see. So you find it difficult to come up with anything more concrete than that, do you? What a fine demonstration of the fact that you are indeed a lawyer of putrid mind. Putrid mind?
Prosecutor Sadmani!
Excuse me, but I know...
Satara! Whoa. If you don't mind my asking, Prosecutor, what was that you were just chanting? A sutra of the Holy Mother that guides those of tainted soul toward enlightenment. It is a Kuranist incantation to awaken the foolish from their fruitless slumber, fitting for a lawyer who indulges in such fancy as the innocence of the accused. Oh, I see. So basically you're asking the defense to get real. Allow me these few words, defense. It is my duty as a monk to punish sinners and to guide victims' souls to the Twilight Realm. I can't read, sorry. Should you show repentance and admit to the accuser's guilt now, no harm will come to you. But should you interfere with my sacred last rites for the victim, then I shall cast you down to the pit of hell, along with Trucy Wright.
Now wait just 1 minute here. Putrid? Pit of hell? Is that any way to address someone in a court of law?
Prosecutor Sadmani, that may be the way you conduct trials in Korean, but I would appreciate it if you would refrain from such charged language here.
Your Honor, that was but a Kuranist sermon for those who have strayed from the path. Harsh words are often necessary to admonish contemptible deviants who cannot see reason. I thought that said demon, sorry.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize.
I guess they really do hate defense attorneys in Korean, huh? Even still, that was way, way over the top as far as verbal abuse goes. And the trial's only just begun.
Well, the French, I suppose the way a prosecutor does things varies by country. Why don't we look at this as a cross-cultural exchange and try to be open-minded about it?
What?
Bailiff, please bring in the first witness.
They did bring the snackoos back, I'm happy. Yay. Uh-oh, I thought she'd said goodbye to the snackoos. Please don't throw them at me.
Detective Sky, the courtroom is no place for gorging yourself.
What's wrong with having a little snack? Girls gotta eat, right? She's, seems a little stressed out. Detective Sky, your testimony, please. Yeah, about that. I just want to state for the record that I believe Trucy Wright is innocent.
I'm sorry?
Detective Sky, this path you seek to follow is misguided. Giving the wrongdoer false hope will only deepen her despair in the end. But let it go and move on. Acts which go against your duty will earn you divine punishment from the Holy Mother.
Aww.
Fine. I don't know about the divine part, but I get the punishment bit loud and clear. I guess I haven't got assigned tons of paperwork or something for sticking up for Trucy. She and Prosecutor Sadmati don't seem to get along very well, do they? God, she just doesn't get along with any prosecutor besides Edgeworth, huh? Shall we continue? The prosecution contends that the accused had a clear motive. The evidence, if you would, Detective Sky. Alright. Please take a look at this poster. It's a true grammar poster from 13 years ago. It's just me or is it a little different from the one in Mr. Wright's dressing room? This is a revised version of that poster. This one says cancelled under... Oh, this one says cancelled under Mr. Rios. That's right. Mr. Rios left the troupe after the first version of the poster was printed. Take a look at Mr. Rios' right forearm, near his elbow. See the big scar there? He apparently got that when he made a mistake while practicing a magic trick.
Oh god, is that the one that almost killed my mom?
Ouch, that's quite a scar. Because of the accident, Magnified Grammar concluded Mr. Rios was too unskilled. Just before the show was to open, Magnify announced Mr. Rios wouldn't be appearing. But in defiance of Magnify's decision, Mr. Rios tried to go on stage anyway. This in turn caused Magnify to oust Mr. Rios from the troupe on spot.
He kicked Mr. Rios out? That seems rather extreme. Did he really have to go that far?
When it came to magic, True Grammar, I was so passionate. Or should I say extreme about it that it caused problems for them from time to time.
Yes, they even causes quite a mountain of trouble with their extreme antics. Dude, a really good defender got disbarred for it. I'm not about that, dude.
Yeah, I know. And now the troupe's successor has committed a murder. It seems the troupe's rare talent was inherited by the right person after all. A putrid talent for criminality.
What is it with the word putrid and you?
Should I not have said that?
You sound rather extreme yourself, prosecutor.
Criminals with impure souls do not deserve sympathy, Your Honor.
As I was saying, after his expulsion, Mr. Rios apparently went on to hold a grudge against the troupe.
He would tell those close to him, I would get my revenge on True Grammar someday.
Revenge, That certainly sounds antagonistic.
And then his chance for revenge finally came. If you'd be so kind, Detective Sky.
I guess I don't have a choice, do I?
No, you don't.
Witness testimony. The defendant's motive.
The victim planned to get his revenge on True Grammar during Trucy's magic show. Mr. Rios was going to steal the Grammar notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge. And while he did in fact steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets.
But he didn't have the key. Wait, I'm not playing as Phoenix. He didn't have the key. That's the right voice.
By the time the accuser discovered the notebook's theft, it was too late. Her only option was to kill Mr. Rios and make it look like an accident.
It's nothing but conjecture.
Objection! The victim's assistant, Bonnie DeFame, gave the police a statement. She testified that just before the start of the show, Mr. Rios said, "I'm going to reveal all of True Grammar's secrets on stage today."
What?
Well, that isn't exactly a great starting point for a rebuttal, is it?
You're telling me? Allow me to give you one piece of advice, defense. Oh, and what's that? Let pink butterflies eat you. Let it go and move on. Excuse me? Helping a sinner will only sully your own soul. One possessed of an unclean soul will burn in the flames of hell, and then be burned ever with that sin in their next life. But I don't believe in that sort of thing. Besides, I have no intention of giving up. You're a fool.
You stole that from Edgeworth.
Okay, well, I might have taken that from him, and I might go... But I'm not an Edgeworth clone, I swear. Oh, Holy Mother, grant me the strength to deal with this putrid lawyer. My actions have consequences, and yours will surely earn you the honor of being a mere stink bug at best in your next life. A stink bug?
Now then, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination, please.
Really, Judge?
Sorry?
That doesn't cut it!
The defendant's motive.
Oh, now it's my badge up there.
Aw, I kind of missed the bar, but oh well, it's fine.
Hold it!
I'm sorry, but what exactly is the basis for claiming it was murder?
Beats me.
What? The basis is beats me?
You'll have to ask Prosecutor Sadmati over there because he hasn't told me his reasoning either.
Detective Sky, your feeding of information to the defense has not gone unnoticed by my eyes. The bad karma of acts which go against your duty will impinge upon you in your next life. But even before that, it may impinge upon your job in the form of a transfer.
Please don't get me kicked out of the forensic unit. Anything about that.
Poor Emma. She's really been risking everything for us. Well, Prosecutor Sadmati, what are your grounds for claiming homicide? It was the luminous tape in the understage passage. I realized that it had been moved. Moved so that Mr. Rios would climb up into the downstage coffin by mistake. What? Mr. Rios, who was waiting in the understage passage, he was supposed to have used the upstage ladder, shown here on the left. He used to climb up into the coffin that had been set up in the backstage area. After being turned into a stuffed dragon during Act 1, Mr. Rios was supposed to come back to life and emerge from that coffin, but the luminous tape had been moved to mark the downstage ladder. So the victim climbed up into the coffin on the stage itself by mistake. The very same coffin the accused thrust a sword into. And you have proof that it was my client who moved the tape. But of course, Detective Sky.
Huh? Oh, that's right. I identified the defendant's fingerprints on the luminous tape.
You what? He actually had proof?
Wait, what? That's contradictory in itself.
She wears gloves, you stupid people. On the fence, are you finally ready to let it all go and move on? Absolutely not.
Detective, please add the information about the prints on the tape to your testimony.
Okay. The defendant's prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show.
Objection!
Yeah, because she touched this. I'm sorry, Detective Sky, but there's a flaw in your testimony.
Oh, really?
The prosecution is claiming that Mrs. Wright moved the understage tape during the show in order to guide the victim into the coffin downstage. But it doesn't make any sense that she would leave prints on the tape at that time.
It doesn't?
Please consider the fingerprint results of the main coffin, which shows that not one of my client's fingerprints was found on or in it.
That's true. We didn't find any of her prints on that coffin.
Wait for it. I think you've realized what the flaw in your testimony is. Claiming Miss Wright left prints on the tape during the show is inconsistent with the facts. Because she was wearing gloves during the show. Oh! She must have left the prints sometime before the show started. In other words, her prints do not prove she moved the tape to mislead the victim. The prosecution's investigation was insufficient.
Oh my! But on a personal level, I'm very happy about that.
Well, Prosecutor Sadmati, if the defense's argument is true, then you have no evidence the defendant moved the tape to deceive the victim.
I see. Apparently, the defense is more intelligent than I had thought. More than a stink bug, at any rate. Come on, you can bump me up to at least a stag beetle now, can't you?
Would that really be any better?
Of course! Way better! Stag beetles are cool. Those huge mandibles of theirs. If the defense wishes to be promoted to a stag beetle, then answer me this question. Alright, shoot. Even with no evidence that the accused moved the tape to misguide the victim, why are fingerprints on it? The victim still climbed the ladder using the tape as a guide. And entered the coffin on the stage. The accused then thrust a saw into said coffin with the victim in it.
I like this song! So what you're saying is, the fact remains that the victim was stabbed to death, right?
Precisely. However, this does drastically change one aspect of this case. The accused did not lead the victim into the coffin on purpose, and it means the victim's death could have been accidental. If it was indeed an accident, the defense can argue that it was involuntary manslaughter.
I see. If it was involuntary manslaughter, they could plead extenuating circumstances, and the severity of the crime could be mitigated.
Defense, if you believe the accused did not murder the victim, then do you argue that it was an accident? This is it, the all-important question. The defense argues that Miss Reese's death was murder. The defense maintains that the defendant is entirely innocent. We believe that it wasn't an accident, but murder. And what's more, we believe it was committed by a third party.
A third party? As in the true culprit is someone else?
Everybody be quiet! Oh!
That is quite a brazen claim to make, and one wholly without grounds. Your voice is as loud as your suit, and your mind echoes just as loudly in emptiness.
But we do have proof of the third party, I thought.
Surely, you were but a loud red pepper in your previous life.
I've been demoted to a vegetable? Wow, I didn't know a person could be reincarnated as a non-sentient plant.
In any case, I do have grounds to make this claim. Wait, what?
That face just like, that made it the perfect like, wait, what?
Let us hear this reasoning of yours then.
I want to see him break, and we're gonna just be like, what? I mean, what?
Alright, but before I give it, there's one question that we need to address. If the victim was killed by some third party, then the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin wasn't the cause of death. If that's the case, then how did we wind up with a dead body inside the coffin?
A very good question. Now let's hear your opinion, Mr. Justice. How did the victim's body wind up inside that coffin?
He was killed in the coffin. It was magic. He was killed under stage. What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put in the coffin? In other words, what if the victim was already dead in the coffin from the get-go?
Oh, I see. In that case, the defendant's sword wouldn't have been the cause of death. How do you respond, Prosecutor Sod Marty?
That is the third time.
The third time of what?
Ha! Ah! Can you get this off of me, please? What the heck is this?
Oh, dang!
Ah! Ow, 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 my head! What do you think you're doing? Even the merciful Holy Mother loses patience if she is struck 3 times. Since you never learn, you need to be punished. Why don't you let me worry about what I need and what I need and don't need? It is what you deserve for interfering with my sacred last rites for the victim. You are a brainless lawyer chasing phantoms. You know nothing. I chased a phantom and I found him last year, I'll have you know.
Oh, well, I mean, good for you, but I was being
No, I found a literal phantom. Did he get shot on the spot? I mean, yeah, but we still caught him. Yeah, and he's dead, right? No, he lived. What? That's stupid. How did he live? I don't know, he got shot in the head. And he lived? Yes. This humble servant of the Holy Mother give you an edifying sermon. A sermon? Now? There's a passage in the sacred scriptures of Koreanism. A cornered frog will swallow even a snake.
Huh? Cornered lawyer has unexpectedly struck back hard against the prosecution. Did I get it right?
No, for I am not done with my sermon. And yet, the frog still dies, its belly bitten and torn from within.
Just great.
And in this case, you are that frog, defense.
What exactly is your point, anyway?
Let us assume for a moment that the victim was killed under the stage. Who then had the opportunity to do so during the show? Let's see. The people in the show were Bonnie DeFame, the victim Mr. Rius, and Trucy Wright. Bonnie DeFame was on stage throughout the entire show, as he is confirmed by the footage from the show. Which leaves us with only one suspect, Trucy Wright. Now do you see? The accused killed Mr. Rius as he was waiting on standby in the understage passage.
I don't know, I still feel like he was killed before the show began. There's just a part of me that thinks that. But I don't know how that would work. That's the only thing that makes sense, though. Unless he was killed during the Act 1, Act 2 thing. I guess that's possible. Because Roger was there during that time. Oh, okay. That might be when it happened then.
He placed his dead body in the coffin above, thus making the murder look like an accident.
No!
Oh, great and merciful Holy Mother. Thus, another putrid mind has been guided toward enlightenment.
Ugh, I can't believe I swallowed his trick question whole. I probably should have thought that through before I went through with it. Oh!
Sorry, but I have to raise an objection here.
Athena? What are you?
There's something I want to point out, Apollo.
And who might you be? You strike me as a mere child in contentance.
I may be young, but I have an attorney's badge just the same.
And you would contribute to this discussion in that capacity?
I most certainly would.
Oh.
You just argued that the defendant killed the victim under the stage. But let me remind you that Miss Wright is a girl.
Clearly. Surely you didn't raise an objection simply to point out such an obvious fact. Your Honor, please send for this little child's guardian to come take her home.
But I'm not done with my sermon.
You don't need to talk like Prosecutor Sadmati, you know?
Listen, if the victim was killed in the understage passage, then his body would then have to be hauled up to the stage, right? However, Miss Wright is a young girl, and a pretty petite one at that. She couldn't possibly have hefted that large body up and put it in the coffin.
That's true. It does seem like it would be a rather difficult task for the defendant. And he's gonna say she could have used the lift thing, and we'd be like, but she couldn't have because she moved it. We'd be like, ah, dang it. I don't think even I could do it.
What do you think of that, prosecutor? Who's a child now?
In my religion, the priestesses of Koreanism are revered as the pillars of our beliefs. So I naturally hold nothing but deep respect for women. I also think highly of the female perspective.
Says the man who called this fair maiden a little child.
Who's a fair maiden? I agree your point is worth discussing, defense. How indeed was the dead body raised up into the coffin? By the accused, Trucy Wright, that is.
You're committed to pointing the finger at her no matter what, huh? Then you explain how that'd even be possible.
But of course. There's a way for even a small creature like her to raise the victim's body up.
Huh? Wait, you really can explain it?
I foresaw that arguments would come to this, so I prepared a witness.
Oh well, I admire your readiness, prosecutor.
It is really not that difficult when one can read the ultimate outcome of any trial.
He couldn't have really predicted that things would turn out like this, could he?
It's pretty hard to believe.
Excuse me, but may I step down now?
Yes, I suppose you may.
One moment, Detective Sky.
I'm sorry for, the way I handle all this.
You did a fine job, Detective. Your testimony was invaluable.
It was?
Yes, you served well as a defense. As a detective, not defense. It did not allow your personal feelings to interfere. You overcame the conflicted emotions you felt and performed your duty admirably. You will be rewarded for your fine work.
Oh! Thank you.
I hope we can work together again in the future. Emma seems bewildered by the unexpected praise.
I guess he's a pretty nice person, like they say, as long as you're not up against him.
Now then, let us call the next witness. Bonnie? I assume? Maybe? Yeah.
Hello. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the court. It's very nice to meet all of you. I'm a legomorphing illusionist from the land of fairy tales, Bonnie to fame. Can't wait to do some magic tricks for all of you.
Please, witness. There's a time and a place for all things, including magic.
But it would be okay if I just did a little magic, right? But he's waiting. Now's my chance to shine.
Shut up. That is your second time.
My second time doing what?
There will be no further warnings. You should know that from our preparatory meeting, correct?
Is no one exempt from His Holiness's rosary of suffering? Why was I the only one who wasn't warned? That's garbage! Here we have your testimony, witness. Once you recover from your disappointment.
Well, as a huge fan of Trucy's, I don't really want to testify against her. But I guess I have to, don't I?
I bet you we're gonna be using the mood matrix for this person, because we're gonna be like, she says she feels bad, but she's actually feeling really happy. That's what I'm betting.
As a huge fan of Trucy's, huh?
Really? We need to flashback?
Sure, you're a real fan, alright? Of destroying Trucy, you mean?
Witness testimony. The understage passage.
I really can't believe that Trucy killed Mr. Rios. I guess it's possible for a small girl to lift a dead body up if you use a stage lift. Is it possible? Could Trucy really have? If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must use stage lift too. I was on stage for the entire show, by the way.
Okay. You were on stage the whole time. And you're sure about that? There's no question. The entire audience could testify to that fact. What's more, she is shown clearly in the TV footage as well.
I couldn't possibly have killed Mr. Rios, not little old me.
Therefore, the only person who could have killed the victim on a stage is the accused. Furthermore, by using a stage lift, even a petite young lady could have raised the body up to the stage without difficulty. You've got to be kidding me.
Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, really? No mood matrix? Oh, okay. I thought for sure that's what we were gonna do, but okay. Oh, it feels good to be playing normal chord again.
Hold it!
You said you are a huge fan of Trucy's, isn't that right?
Oh yes, I became a magician because I wanted to be just like her. First time I saw her, she was performing at the Wonder Bar. She was only in junior high back then, but she got up on stage with tons of confidence. And then she proceeded to win my heart with her astonishing tricks and winning smile.
She certainly sounds like she means all that. So finally being able to perform with her must have been quite a treat for you, right?
Oh yes, after all, it was my chance to have her see me. Not just as a fan, but as a fellow magician. But then that horrible accident happened.
It was not an accident. It was murder. Witness, please explain, if you would. How a small young woman such as Trucy could, That didn't help at all.
Hold it!
What makes you think it would be possible? It's not like you tried it out yourself, right?
Well,
Actually, we did try it out for ourselves. You did? Detective Sky, if you would.
Oh! So that's why you made me do that.
Detective Sky, what did he have you do?
The prosecutor asked me to try raising one of the male police officers with a stage lift. Without a single word of explanation as to why he was making me do it.
You're kidding.
As if he really can foresee all of our counter-arguments.
Do not underestimate this humble servant of the Holy Mother. More like haughty.
I guess that means Trucy could have lifted the dead body up. Does that mean...
Hold it!
Please finish your sentence.
Well, I...
Don't try to beat around the bush. Come right out and say it. Why not tell this court what you really believe?
What I really believe? Of course I don't believe Trucy could ever commit murder. Such an amazing and wonderful magician would never do such a thing. But, taking all the facts into account, what else can I think?
I know of at least 3 other unflattering things you really think about Trucy. How can you attack this girl when she's obviously speaking with reserve? There is such a thing as reading between the lines, Mr. Justice. It's sad how the youth of today lack the ability to do such a basic thing. Looking at me like that is gonna help me stick my foot in my mouth less, Your Honor. Witness, please describe what the accused might have used to lift the dead body. I'm helping you out here, dude. No, you're not.
Hold it!
Hold it. Stage lift number 2. I want to hear her reason. You mean the stage lift shown here on the left?
That's right. With a stage lift, I think even a small girl could easily lift a dead body up to the stage.
And so that makes her the murderer, in your opinion?
Of course not. I believe in Trucy. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of hers.
Oh, brother. How long is she gonna keep this act up? Defense, what position was stage lift number 2 in after the show? Let's see. If I recall, he was in the fully raised position. And the reason why I was fully raised is because the accused used it to lift the victim's body. Wouldn't you agree? Feel free to slowly mull it over while you roast over the flames of hell. You evil red pepper! So now I'm also evil. I thought for sure that was going to be it, but okay.
Hold
The
it!
stage for the entire show, by the way. You didn't have a single spare moment to slip down to the understage passage.
Huh? Don't tell me you suspect me now.
I'm just trying to do my job by fully examining your alibi. Depending on how solid it is, I might have to suspect you, yes.
You gotta be kidding me. Don't spit on my head and tell me it's raining, lawyer boy. I'm right there in the footage. Are you too much of an idiot to see?
Huh?
Mr. Fame, are you feeling alright? You seem suddenly different.
Oh, oops. Where did that come from, Wright? Oh my, I seemed to have snapped there for a second, didn't I?
You didn't just snap, you broke character just now.
In any case, I was on stage the whole time performing magic. I mean, you saw me in the footage, right? My dazzling and flawless performance?
Flawless? That's odd, considering what you told me. You said that you made a mistake with where you positioned Mr. Hat.
Mr. Fame, to what is the defense referring?
Well, I made a little mistake on stage. I was in charge of operating Mr. Hat, you see. According to the script, I was supposed to place him to the left of the coffin. But I flubbed it up and made him stand to the right of the coffin instead.
And because of that mistake, Trucy had to move the stage list around.
If you're really bad about messing Trucy up like that with my goof,
Darn it, I don't see any inconsistencies in her testimony.
now do you know who the real killer is? Come on, Gramps, don't just sit there. Hand down your ruling pronto. Do it quick before you keel over up there.
I beg your pardon.
Oops. Oh, what's gotten into me? I'm so sorry.
Give her another 5 minutes before she tears out that mask. Well, Defense, are you ready to let it all go now?
Of course not. I'll never give up.
I see. I suppose this too is fate. The sacred scriptures of current Innism describe a variety of hells for the damned, for someone like you who struggles ceaselessly against his fate. Papal Bolgic seems most appropriate.
What?
Oh wait, it's Kearney's.
Well, what sort of terrible place is Popple Boiling?
A place where the more one struggles, the further one falls into the abyss. At the bottom of the abyss, a ferocious beast awaits. Think of it as something akin to an ant-sized sandpit trap.
Oh, there's one of those in my backyard.
Wow, Curtis Hell is closer to home than I thought.
Now then, it would appear that the witness's testimony supports the prosecution's claims that the defendant is the only one who could have killed the victim under stage.
How are we supposed to get out of this jam?
Hey, Apollo, if you can't find any contradictions, maybe it's time to use analytical psychology.
You mean, why didn't we do this from the beginning? Wow. Oh wow, it's what I said to do before. God dang it. Junior, I know what she can do. Alright, Athena, let's give it a try. Please let me skip it.
You got it.
Oh,
Hold it!
Your Honor, I think it's time for a therapy session, please. I'm afraid that our witness, Miss Defame, is suffering under terrible traumatic stress due to this horrible incident.
She is?
Yes, what with that terrible death on stage. And our beloved Trucy getting arrested, she's under awful strain and shock. In fact, I don't know how much more she can take before she's unfit to testify. What?
Oh, I've heard of that. What is it called? Postal stress disorder, right?
no, Your Honor, never mind.
It's when a person becomes uncontrollably angry, I think. I read about it somewhere.
That's going postal, Your Honor. This is PTSD.
Oh my. So that's why the witness acts so hostile at times, as if she were a different person.
Yes, and I think her condition is clouding her memory of the incident. Therefore, I suggest a short therapy session for the witness. Huh? Therapy? You don't know the first thing about a magician's mental strength. I risked my life jumping through rings of fire and having my body sawn in half. Oopsie. Well, I have to watch my temper, don't I?
Shut up and let us do this stupid segment already.
Oh! Miss Sykes, please do whatever you can to help this unfortunate young lady.
And what exactly is this child planning to do, Mr. Justice? With her super-sensitive hearing, Miss Sykes can hear a witness's true emotions. Simply from tone and inflection, she can tell exactly what a person is feeling. I can even pick out feelings that a witness is trying to suppress or hide. Widget projects the emotions I hear into the mood matrix where I can analyze them. It sounds like some sort of spurious devilry. Though I find it hard to believe, I must ask, how do emotions constitute evidence?
Well, I won't say that emotions can be taken as evidence per se. I have seen how instrumental Miss Sykes' work has been in cracking a case. Therefore, I wholly support giving it a try.
I see. If you're in favor of it, Your Honor, then I have no objections. Even this mere monk can see that something disturbs the witness.
Huh. I'll disturb you. Oh, thank you for understanding, Prosecutor said, Marty. Apollo, you remember how to conduct a therapy session, right? You want me to lead the session? Of course, this is your chapter, you stupid. Fair enough, but do I need a refresher?
No! I think I still remember from the last time, so let's get right into it.
Okie dokie. You ready, Widget? Let's do this.
Let's go. Aw, yeah, boys.
Woo!
Boom! Mood Matrix. This one will probably be pretty easy. I guess Trucy is the one who killed Mr. Rios. Even so, she could move the body with that lift. I was on stage at the time. What a terrible mistake. My stupid flub caused Trucy so much trouble. I feel so bad about it.
No, you don't, you liar.
I have to say, Mr. Fame, you certainly are a strange one. Even though you said I feel so bad about it, it seems you were feeling happy about it. Ouch! I think I can guess why you were feeling happy. It must be because you messed Trucy up. I think you were happy because you messed the defendant up. I'm right, aren't I? You gotta be kidding me. Why would I be happy I messed Trucy up? I'm a big fan of hers. Because we saw you. I hate her. How many times are we gonna watch this stupid flashback? Stop! Stop! We saw how you said you hated Trucy Wright, how you were glad she was in trouble, and how it was even what she deserved. Ouch! It looks like I hit the bunny on the head, so to speak. Ah. Apollo, the noise level dropped. Now we can get it down to 0%. Well, Mr. Fame, are you ready to confess how you really feel? What? What do you mean? I'm Bonnie, the sweet, cute little bunny. I'm a American magician working hard to be just like my idol, Trucy. That's the character I'm supposed to be. Keep that up, Mr. Fame, and you're gonna have a mental breakdown. Just let yourself be who you really are. Who I really am? The two sides of you are fighting each other and doing you psychic harm. I can hear them. Two distinct voices battling inside you. Shut your pie hole, you know nothing, know-it-all. I mean, you mustn't say things like that or I might get flustered. Mr. Fame, how long do you insist on maintaining this wolf in sheep's clothing act? We can't end this therapy session until you get real with us. Set the wild beast inside you free. Ouch! Don't make me laugh. You don't know a dang thing about me. You want to see who I really am? Fine, take a good look.
It was an umbrella all along. Oh! Hello!
What in the world? Sheep's clothing, you got it all wrong. It's a rabbit suit I've got on. But I'm not a wolf, I'm a blood-sucking vampire. A bat with fangs and wings. I think we just opened Pandora's box. I'm finally done with that goody two-shoes cottontail act. I feel as free as a bat.
I like how Sad Bonnie is just like, yeah, whatever. Defense! Your therapy session is taking a turn for the worse from the looks of it.
There's a perfectly good explanation for this. Isn't there, Miss Sykes? Methinks I created a monster. We blew it. Hey you, lobster boy. Who, me? You think I'm glad Trucy's in trouble? That I think she's getting her just desserts? Well, guess what? You're right. Does this mean you admit to wishing the defendant harm? Well, the bat is out of the bag now. Oh God, stop with the puns, it hurts. That mistake of mine was a work of art. Thanks to my goof, poor little Trucy had to do all that hard physical labor. When you say hard physical labor, what are you referring to?
Oh, here we go!
Athena, could you please add that last statement to Bonnie's testimony?
Alright, I'll update the moon matrix with the new info.
Yeet!
Huh? Hey, Apollo. Now there's a new inconsistency in the testimony.
Yeah, she finally slipped up. So what do I need to do now? I asked for no tutorials, so don't give it to me. Objection! That doesn't make sense.
What? So you think I'm crazy now?
Well, yes, but that's besides the point. That's not the point I was trying to make.
But I don't hear you denying it.
Mr. Fame, allow me to repeat your statement. Thanks to that, she ended up having to move the stage lifts.
That's right, and I still say that's what she deserves.
But how did you know? How did you know Miss Wright moved the stage lifts?
Huh?
According to her own statements, she didn't tell anyone that she had done so.
What?
So how could you possibly have known what she had done unless you saw her? You saw Miss Wright moving the lifts in the understage passage, didn't you? Info update. Are we done? Noise level down? Yep.
Boom!
Bye-bye.
You did it, Apollo. Noise levels are at 0%.
Well, but Mr. Justice, wouldn't that mean... Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Fame herself was under the stage where the victim was killed. And I hardly need to tell the court what that means. You were one artful liar, Mr. Fame, and one spectacular suspect.
Ah! Why, you shiny red lobster boy? You're saying I killed Mr. Rios?
I'm saying that it's a possibility. What's more, I say you had a solid motive to frame my client for the murder as well. My apologies for ending on the defense's merry revelry. But you seem to have forgotten one very important point. Oh, really? The TV footage, as you can clearly see. Mr. Fame was on the stage the whole time. The entire audience can bear witness to that fact, including you. Oh yeah. That is true. How did that happen? You have just taken a long and senseless journey only to return to the starting line. The witness could not have been in the understage passage. Which means... the only one left who could have killed the victim is the accused.
Ah! Guess the party's over.
But... Mr. Fame knew something she couldn't have known unless she was under the stage. How do you explain that, Prosecutor Sadmani? It's quite simple. The accused must have told Mr. Fame about it, but then forgot.
Ha! Open those useless eyes of yours and take a good look at the footage. Mr. Fame really was in the understage passage. It would mean he was on stage and understage at the same time.
You mean she was in two places at once? That does seem to be the only explanation that makes any sense.
Maybe an explanation, but I'm not so sure about the make sense part.
Then we'll just have to make it make sense. Your Honor, the witness was both on stage and understage at the same time. That is the defense's assertion.
Are you high? I've heard some illogical things come out of you before, but this is absurd.
Your Honor, as absurd as a blind kid shooting a dude and then not breaking his arm? Okay, look, you got me there, but, okay, I have no excuse for that, I'm sorry. Seriously, how did the defense not win first day on that case? The defendant was not only blind, but was also a child. And he missed a shot and has no injuries. Guilty. Like, what?
I'm sure you'll change your tune once you hear my reasoning, Your Honor.
My gut tells me you're bluffing, but I'll bite. Very well, Mr. Justice. How do you explain how the witness was in two places at once?
There were 2 Bonnies, Your Honor. If that were the case, it would all make sense, wouldn't it?
There were...
2 of them?
I suspected you had a few screws loose, but now I see some are missing altogether. Is there a toolkit in this courtroom, Your Honor? I suppose 2, no 3 screws to the head should right in his putrid brain.
Very well. Bailiff, could you...
No, wait! Please listen to my argument.
Very well. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to at least give it a listen.
As was argued earlier, Mr. Fame is shown in the footage the whole time. But at the same time, she was also watching Mr. Wright, Miss Wright, sorry, that's just weird to me, in the Interstate Passage. The only possible explanation is that there are 2 Bonnies. Oh! Oh, wait a minute, there's actually 2 Bonnies. Does she have like a twin sister or something? Maybe? I thought we were going to say one of them was a fake, but no. What we're going to say is that... let's just continue on. Does one of them actually really respect Trucy and the other one hates her, maybe?
That almost sounds like it makes sense. What do you think, Prosecutor Sadmati?
I have never heard something more stupid in my life, Your Honor. You should lose no time in placing the defense's many lost screws.
But Apollo, it goes against reality itself to say that one person is actually 2.
But we don't have to be bound by reality. After all, we're talking about magic here. So if the Bonnie to Fame in the footage is the real Bonnie, then the Bonnie here on the witness stand, the one who must have been under stage, this Bonnie to Fame isn't the real Bonnie, is our second Bonnie.
Ah! She is?
Say we call the one in front of us Bonnie number 2. I believe I have just a piece of evidence to prove that a Miss Bonnie 2 exists. Oh, that's who the unidentified fingerprints belong to. That's why Emma Skye brought it up. She was like, even twins don't have identical fingerprints. I was like, why are they bringing that up?
What's this?
During our investigation, we found a set of unknown prints on the coffin on stage. These prints were most likely left during the course of the show. But they didn't match the prints of any of the people involved in this case. An unknown third party's fingerprints. Come on! I was not told of this. Oh, I want him to freak out, please! I need a shocked expression.
Emma must have kept it from him.
So the question is, who could these prints possibly belong to?
Definitely not me!
Mr. Fame, or should I say Bonnie number 2. These are your fingerprints, aren't they?
Ah!
Oh, there we go. Enough of this foolishness. One person cannot possibly be 2. Those fingerprints could have been left not only during the show, but at any time. It's not like you to lose your cool like that, Prosecutor Sadmati. Because he knows. And I'm sure you know that. Exactly when the fingerprints were made is not the main issue.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Justice?
The issue is who do these unknown prints belong to? They're certainly not Bonnie to Fame's. But what if they belong to the person standing right in front of us?
Oh! You mean Bonnie number 2 was the second Bonnie? Is that what you're implying?
It's preposterous to suggest that those prints belong to the witness. I say they must belong to some other unknown individual. Prosecutor Sadmati, can you really look at her and still say that?
What are you looking at? Take a picture. It'll last longer.
How could this be? we check our prints, I'm sure they'll match the unknown set. Well, Bonnie, the prints that don't belong to the real you belong to you, don't they, Bonnie number 2?
Ah!
What? Witness, is what the defense side true?
Fine, I admit it. The fingerprints are mine.
And does that mean you aren't Bonnie DeFame?
What? Ridiculous. Yes? Shocked expression. Oh, I love it. Ridiculous. This is all garbage.
Are there really 2 Bonnies?
Nope, there's only one Bonnie. That's because I'm Betty. Betty DeFame.
What? Betty and Bonnie.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, it's time for a wondrous magic show. Gasp in amazement as this Laugh-A-More gang illusionist performs her teleportation magic. Watch closely, it's showtime.
Oh, that's how they do their trick, because there's 2 of them. Isn't it? So Bonnie's just like, get off my desk. My bench, whatever. One of them looks evil and the other doesn't. Woo! Beautiful! I love that performance, man!
What an amazing trick! The witness is suddenly split into 2 people!
It's not a trick, no gimmick to it either. We're simply twins.
What? Twins? So that's how the teleportation trick works.
Ever since our debut, I've had to hide or pretend I'm Bonnie. All cute and sweet and goody-goody. I can't tell you how stressful it's been. I don't have to hide anymore. That's right, our days sneaking around are finally over.
Their cover is blown. They actually seem pretty happy about it.
So which one of you is
The nice Bonnie DeFame we met in the dressing room.
That would be me.
And the sharp-tongued Bonnie we saw with the ratings Raja under stage was...
Hey, who are you calling sharp tongue?
It's all starting to make sense now.
So, Mr. Justice, this changes the facts of the case rather dramatically, doesn't it?
It certainly does. During the show, it was Bonnie who was on stage the whole time. So Bonnie couldn't have committed the crime. But Betty, that's another story. But Betty, on the other hand, who was under stage, did have the opportunity. Thanks, Emma. You really saved us there, actually.
Wow, so we now have 2 suspects.
Wait a minute there, lobster boy. I didn't do it. That's right. Betty might have a foul mouth, but she'd never kill anybody. Hey, who's got a foul mouth here? Oh, well, speak up, huh?
Hold it!
Please save your sibling squabbling for later.
Oh, that caught me off guard.
Betty, you must have been in the understage passage during the show. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known about the stage lifts being moved. So what exactly were you doing down there?
Fine, I'll testify. Anything to get off my back.
Prosecutor Saad Mahdi, Betty DeFame is ready to testify. What do you say?
Betty, you lied to this humble servant of the Holy Mother.
Hey, what else could I do? I couldn't blow our cover and ruin our magic act. Besides, am I gonna go to your twilight hell or whatever for being a liar?
You will indeed. However, it won't be after your death. Rather...
Oh!
I shall give you a taste of your punishment on this mortal coil in interrogation hell.
Now then, Betty DeFame, please explain to this court what exactly you were doing under the stage.
Alright. Witness testimony.
It's true. I had business in the understage passage because of the upcoming trick. It was a fire trick, right? The one Mr. Rios was supposed to do. That's right. It was a very dangerous trick, so I had to make sure we were prepared for it. It was in the script, and I really wanted to see it, but I couldn't because of the accident. Shut up! You're gonna give it away! Anyway, I was real busy. Yeah, way too busy to have the chance to kill Mr. Rios.
Well, that was certainly different.
How's that for a flawless testimony and alibi? Our magic is real. It's not a trick or a gimmick.
Oh my, she's floating!
Your Honor? You can see she's being held up from below.
You were supposed to pretend you didn't see that. It's a little something called etiquette.
But I can't help it. Whenever I see a contradiction or inconsistency, I just have to point it out.
Now then, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
You know, I think I'm gonna end today's episode here for now, guys. It's been going on for a bit, and yeah. I know it's kind of a weird place to end it, but I don't know, man. I didn't mean to hit that. But this trial seems interesting so far. I like this twist. I honestly didn't see it coming, so that was nice. I mean, I saw it coming after we brought it up, like after we brought up the fact that there was 2 of them. But I was like, the entire time I was like, is it a doll or something? But no, I get it now. So yeah, I'm happy about that. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff. Stick around, see more Sauce Mouse game and playing it till the end as always. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.